Hello and welcome to Podcast Untitled. I'm your host, Dom, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Austin.
Yo!
You doing good today, buddy?
I'm doing great.
I, last night, messaged you, and I told you I had a banger of an announcement for the podcast today, and I wanted to keep you in the dark until it was coming up. You actually were talking about this earlier today, so this is perfect timing. I have booked our first guest for the show. That is right.
Yeah, guess who it is?
Oh, you can? Yeah, I'm going to tell you, so yeah, it wasn't a secret.
I would like to take a guess first and say the first one is going to be James.
No.
Damn it. Okay.
I got Richard booked.
Yo!
It's going to be a little bit, it's going to be a recording session after next because of how scheduling worked out, but he's going to, our normal recording time is going to be good for. We might even get him for 2 episodes. But he's going to at least do one, the thing we discussed that I wanted to do with you two. He's going to do, and he's going to try to make it around the same time you come over so that he can be in the 2 podcast episodes we record that day.
You guys don't understand. Right before, he didn't tell me this, right before I came up with a really fun idea for if Richard ever came on, that I'm not going to spoil because I think it is actually potential for something to happen when he comes on.
It's potential, but I don't want to, that might be
It's not a promise.
Because it would be very difficult to do right now.
Yeah.
Maybe Richard's appearance after that would be a better time to attempt that, but we can discuss it.
Or maybe it's an outside podcast.
It seems like a bad idea, but I'm down for it.
Hint.
This whole podcast is us just figuring stuff out as we go, so it could work.
There you go.
But we have booked our first guest, so I'm very excited about that. And I wanted to let you know on air.
That's lit.
Yeah, I spoke to him about it last night, and then I texted you almost immediately. So?
Richard has good stories. He went to Firefly this past weekend, and
yeah.
I mean, there was a whole argument in a group chat about, is their pussy good enough to buy Firefly tickets? For Richard, the answer is obviously yes. Is their pussy good enough for you to buy Firefly tickets?
What are you... That's not where I thought that this was going. What are you talking about?
You people am I talking about? Do you know what Firefly is?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, it's just a music festival.
Okay, I did know what it was. I don't understand.
I
was starting to question if I knew what it was.
No, so it's just kind of like made fun of, I feel like. But I said yes, of course there's pussy good enough to buy Firefly tickets. These people in the chat were capping. But besides the point. The point is people believe that going to Firefly is cringy, which I would never go, because it's not for me. But if there's pussy good enough...
So we have a guest coming on, and I'm ready to move on to today's subject. I want to do a little story time about you.
Story time.
Because story times at Austin are always fun. In particular, I want to discuss the turmoil you seem to have, in particular with sandwich shops. Because it's been a recurring issue. I don't know.
I'm being exposed.
I wouldn't call it exposed, it's just... I want to talk about it because it's been twice now. Major stories I can think of specifically with a sandwich shop. For now, we won't name them. But I'd like you to first tell the story about the one we went to the day that we went to watch football with our friend Mitchell. And I want you to tell the story of what happened at that sandwich shop. You know the story I'm referring to?
I understand.
Right, so
I understand the assignment.
Okay, I give you the...
You don't understand
I don't know what
because
just
you're
happened.
old.
I don't know what just
You're
happened.
old. I'm quoting TikTok because I'm young and full of life. Don't look in the eyes, though. You might not believe that.
I want you to tell the story now.
Okay.
I don't like what's happening.
Okay.
We've discussed my hatred for TikTok.
Okay.
Not at this table.
Okay. Story time.
Yeah, tell the story, and then I have something to follow it up with.
My friend worked at a bank, and by that bank was a sandwich shop. A very good one, should I say. I've come full circle and now go to that sandwich shop when I can because it's really good.
It's a good sandwich shop.
It was good. It was good even before my gripe with it. It was a personal gripe, and he will definitely agree with that. Anyway, said sandwich shop is always busy, and I am an awkward person, to say the least. To say the least. I am not a good social interaction kind of guy. I like to make people uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable. Everything is great. I love it. But, so, it's a little bit crowded in there, and it usually always is, and it's a little bit weird.
It's a popular spot.
Yeah, it's like the way it is, like, there's no real cohesion to, once you order, like, how you're going to get their food. It's, you kind of just stand there, go out to the side, and wait for it.
Yeah, it's very much of, like, the type of place where you go, you give your order, and then you go off to the side, and they'll kind of wave you up, kind of like bodega, bagel shop type of vibes,
Yeah.
You're getting sandwiches.
Yeah, it is actually a deli. It's a deli first and foremost, too. So, anyway, we were picking up sandwiches for a friend that was working at the bank. He was working at the bank, and because no one watched him, he said, come watch football at the bank with me. And
because he was answering phones and stuff.
Yeah, so he didn't have to do anything. We were all just going to hang out, and we're getting sandwiches, getting him lunch, picking it up for him. Anyway, we order the stuff, or I think you ordered our friends, right?
I was getting, yes, this is what
to,
annoyed me so much.
I wouldn't have.
I was getting it for me and Mitchell, and you were just getting your own, and you ordered first, because this is important to the story in my mind.
I forgot about that.
You ordered first one sandwich, I was behind you in line, then I ordered two.
Yeah. So anyway, Dom gets the two sandwiches, and I'm still waiting, and like at this point...
Even though he ordered first.
I'm uncomfortable, I'm like, there's so many people in front of me, like, I don't want to go and get... I paid.
Yeah.
I paid for my sandwich,
You
that
already
should be
paid
clear.
for it.
I was like, I'm done. I want to leave because like I didn't want to get anyone's attention because like they're all like moving around back there. It's just difficult for me. And I was like, I feel uncomfortable. I feel awkward. I'm like, let's just leave. And
I was so mad.
And he's like, did you realize until after, or did you realize? I forget. Did you
realize what? That you didn't have your food?
Yeah.
Yes, because I told you several times.
Oh yeah, just go
say something to them.
Yeah.
I said, go tell them, hey, I haven't got my food yet.
No, I'm leaving, and that's it. And so I paid the money to not give me anything. I walked away, and then I think on that day,
as he's walking out the door, though, I say, give me your receipt. I will get it. No, and walks out the door. Walks out the door.
Principal. But yeah, also on that day, I dropped my car keys right outside my car.
Yeah, we got back to the car. The keys.
And my keys were outside the door. Like, oh, my keys are right here, literally on the floor. And I'm like, that's great. So
we got back and we tell Mitchell. Mitchell's like, where Austin, did you get anything? I was like, oh, he bought something. So we gave him shit. So that's the type of person Austin is. Very passive. Very much was just. Whatever. I paid for this. It's not a cheap sandwich either, because it's quality.
It's quality.
It's a real deli. So like,
I just said I was never going back.
Very passive, very non-confrontational, based off that story. Now, there's a sandwich shop near us that was our favorite sandwich shop.
Austin and the Sandwich Shop 2, the return of sandwich.
I have prepared for today. I have here a copy of your Google review. I edited out the name of the place. For now, we can, if we want to flame someone towards the end, I'm cool with it. That's your decision. But I pulled up his review. I'm going to tell the story via Austin's review of the sandwich shop. So, quick backstory though. This was one of our favorite sandwich shops. It changed ownership. So this is his review of the shop after it changed ownership.
100%. It was my favorite before. Like it was. They had a. Just to quickly talk about the sandwich.
You talk about the place first.
The Mona Lisa was called. It was. It was a chicken cutlet sandwich, brown gravy, fried mozzarella, and then waffle fries. And it was the best tasting sandwich I'd ever had. And I at the other place, that's now what I get, like the one that I just said that I never would go back to because I ended up going back full circle. That's the whole point. And it's the one I get, but it just doesn't taste the same. The first sandwich shop always had the best. It was closer, so much easier to get, cheaper, really.
And they gave you a lot of food.
And it was a good sandwich.
I used to always too. I would get just the standard Italian too, and it was big, good price, really good.
Yeah.
Well, they changed ownership a couple of years ago now, so this is an older story. But yeah, I went and I pulled up Austin's Google review, 1 star. And I'm going to read this to you as the story. Anyone that is thinking of going here, don't. I have tried the new ownership 3 times, and each single time has been a disappointment. And this last one was over the top awful. So anytime also if you need to jump in, you can stop me and jump in. Okay, but the first time I gave them a pass, they had been open for like 5 days and didn't have the grills ready yet. Fine, understandable since they were new and needed money. They were very disorganized too, but again, first week. I returned about a month later with a friend.
Wow, I wonder who that friend is.
I was that friend. This time, I got my sandwich fine, but we watched as the guy came before us, got his sandwich well after when I got mine, and then my friend watched as others that came after got their food before he did. Which, now that I'm actually reading this for the second time today, it's funny to me because basically what happened to me is what happened to you at the other place we just told the story about.
Yep.
Of course, different person, I went and I got my food, but they kept coming back to ask what he got as we were just waiting, asking like 2 or 3 times, and then it took them 10 minutes after the last time to finally bring it out. At this time, I was annoyed as they were clearly very disorganized still, and I was starting to hear buzz from others that this was the consensus, since me and a lot of people I knew used to go to the old place. Now, fast forward to today. It's been maybe a month and a half since last going. I've been disappointed by what I was hearing, but I was giving them one more go. My dad gets home to bring me the sandwich, and what do you know, it's the wrong one. I don't live exactly close, so I have to drive back, but before we do, we check the receipt to see if we just messed up. Nope. They just gave me the completely wrong sandwich. Someone else's, I presume.
In parentheses.
Yeah, and that's copy and pasted. That's how you wrote it in your review.
Yes.
So my dad gives them a call and reads right off the receipt what we wanted. Again, we were already done at this point, but boy oh boy does the story get better. I love how theatrical you made your review. I enjoyed it. We pull up to tell him. I'm sorry,
we pull up and get it.
We pull up and get it. Then when my dad gets back in the car and I start pulling away, I half-jokingly tell him to check his sandwich. Well, what do you know? The people here are beyond disorganized and messed it up again. We had enough. We go back in yelling.
I wonder why I wrote it that way. I said we go back in yelling, but that's not what happened. I don't know why I wrote it that way. I guess just to say that my dad, but I wasn't yelling. I was trying to calm my dad down because my dad was pissed. My dad was like super mad, and I wasn't at that point yet. I was just like, I was super annoyed, and I was like, I'm never coming back here again. I wasn't mad yet, but my dad was pissed. I did end up yelling. I'm not saying I didn't yell, but not at that point.
We go back in yelling. My dad slams the sandwich on the counter and demands money back. The owner comes out and gets in my dad's face screaming and saying he gave us what we ordered, when we literally had the receipt to prove it. So I got in his face to yell because he called my dad a liar, and then he shoved me back into the wall, and some onlookers had to get him off of me. When I didn't touch him, sorry. Disorganized, awful service, and an owner who shoved someone into a wall because he was getting yelled at for giving that consistently terrible service. Is there anything you want to add? And then I want to read you the edit.
I was when he reads the edit, I want you to know I was so pissed. I wanted to ruin this. I wanted this guy to literally go bankrupt. I was so angry over this entire thing. And it wasn't the sandwich. What I walked in trying to calm my dad down. My dad was pissed about the sandwich. I got to the next level. I got to my dad's level when he called my dad a liar, and I was like, it's just different. Like, even if he called me a liar, like I probably wouldn't have gotten that level. I would have been like, you're a real piece of shit guy. But like, him doing it to my dad was that's my family member. That's not me. It's like, you don't talk to anyone that way. Like. And then I lost it. I got mad. And there's more. It's funny because this review has some stuff that I could go into further because I got crazy. I didn't do anything like to destroy their property like that crazy, but I just like I lost it for about half a second.
Yeah. So then Austin has an edit at the end. I saw a lot of 5-star reviews from people with one review and did some research as that is sketchy. And what I found is a lot of the people with 5-star reviews with one review have connections to the owner. So just beware, their rating on here is higher from bias.
That is true. I literally stalked his Facebook to find these people. It's like, I'm going through every single one of it. First of all, found his name. Second of all, went through all of his friends on Facebook that I could to see if I could cross-reference them to the reviews. And that is not a joke. That is not me just making up shit to disparage them further. I literally found people that were just giving them 5-star review because they were friends.
I can speak firsthand. That's not uncommon for small businesses. They all the time will text random ass people, like family members or whatever, can you go leave a 5-star review?
One of our friends that works at a car dealership did that, and I actually did that for him. I put a 5-star review. It's like...
To be fair, though, what's funny about it is, if I can pull it back up really quick again, I believe the rating for this place, just to put in perspective as well, and obviously a lot of small businesses do that, but the rating for this place is still only 3-point-something stars. So it's 3.7 only. And there's a lot of 1-star reviews.
Yeah. For a place on Google, that's actually pretty bad. You're typically sitting every business. If you're a good business, you sit at like 4.5. If you're a decent business, you sit at 4.2. Once you get under 4, you're usually pretty bad. Like, you're usually doing a lot of bad things.
Yeah, because it takes a lot for someone to go leave a review. And like, so what I want to do, if I go to lowest on this place, a lot of them are saying the same thing. And the reason I don't go there, it had nothing to do with
a month ago.
That incident. It really came down to, for me, it was just compared to what it was, it's not very good anymore. It's overpriced. But yeah, a lot, like, I'm looking, so many of these reviews are 1-star, and it's literally about how much better it used to be. And what really shocked me, right, is that, as you can see, there's response from the owner on some of these reviews, right? So I will say, considering that the owner, I guess, actually looks at the reviews and stuff, I'm shocked your review is still up. Can they not delete? No. Can they not delete stuff? That makes them more.
No, they tried though, because I got a notification.
They tried taking it down.
Because
that makes
you
sense.
could delete fake reviews if you can
prove it's fake.
Yeah,
or not prove. Yeah.
Yeah, like that you're a bot, because that's something that happens a lot on what's the other rating site with a Y?
Yelp.
Yelp has a lot of bots that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things wrong with this place. Before I lost my marbles and was mad at them, there was a lot to be mad at. It was not just, it was a buildup of stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, they were just nowhere, everyone was comparing them to the old one. And, like, they basically took the old one, made it pretty, and the quality went down. Because, I won't lie, the old one was, like, it was a piece of garbage. Like, it was like a bodega, like rundown place, but, like, it was amazing. It was. I didn't care about what it looked like.
Like this review right here. We went here for many years before the owner or new owners took over a few years back, and this is from only a month ago. The prices are ridiculous and expensive. The owner gives a 10% discount on Groupon, and 10% is still way overpriced for the hero that used to contain twice the amount of meat. And that's what we were saying. It used to be a great sandwich shop. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame they had to buy it out from the old people. At first, I was able to look past the removal of certain things. I don't want to, but it's just. There's a lot of stuff about how much better it used to be, all within the last few months even, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy. This place has been repossessed for, probably 4 years by now? 5 years?
Wow, has it been that long?
I feel like it has, because I feel like we were just out of high school when it finally reopened. Because there was a period where there was nothing, like, it just closed, and there was nothing, and there was a buildup of excitement that, oh wow, they're actually going to be reviving this place.
I wish I could find yours again. I should have left it open because your incident happened not long after they opened, so that would have been a good tell of how long ago it was.
Yeah.
Is that you? I found it 3 years ago. So yeah, it's been a little over 3 years.
Yeah, I said 4 or 5, but yeah. So, but at that point, it would have been 4 years because.
Because was it that deep into it?
What's it called? Because I gave them a chance, came back a week later, and then waited like 3 months. So like, it was about 3 years and a half.
So then, yeah.
So about 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years later, here we are, or 3.5 years later, and here we are, and this place still sucks. Like, it's just.
Yep. It's a shame.
Yeah, I've heard other stories. Like, I really there's not a single other place that I like have such strong. It probably sounds like I'm such a Karen. Like, but like I have literally never gone into another place and been like that.
That's why I wanted to tell the other story first. Because the first story is the Austin I know. This story, and I'm sure it was probably not funny to you in the very moment.
Oh, I thought it was hilarious.
Okay,
I was losing my marbles.
Me and our other two really close friends thought it was the funniest shit we'd ever heard. And we at first were like, no, come on, that didn't happen. Because again, the first story we told you is the Austin we know. He's not confrontational like that at all. Like, it just.
Yeah, I hold that those because they also lied. afterwards, I posted everywhere I could. I didn't just go on Google Review to do it. I went on Facebook, and someone went out of their way. So I can't really joke about it because I went out of my way to find people making fake, or not fake reviews, just biased reviews. Someone went out of their way that I did not know on my Facebook to say, you're lying. The owner's like a really good guy. And I'm like, okay, release the video. Like, there was nothing for me to hide. I put my story complete to the truth because that's not me. I'm not going to lie, especially about something like that where I'm going to look like an absolute asshole. I said, release the video. Didn't comment back. I really wanted. I said, please. I begged her. I was like, I beg you to have him release the video.
Yeah.
I was like, because it's just true. Like, I didn't touch him.
He's the aggressor.
Yeah, I didn't touch him. I just yelled at him, and then he's like, okay, and then he like pushed me into the wall and picked me up. And I was like, all right. So, and then at this point, it's like it started getting recorded, and now here's the story that's like not in there. I lost my shit after he didn't hit me. It was just a shove, so it wasn't like we didn't brawl or anything. After he put me down, we were just walking out and like we're screaming, and then like they start taking pictures of me and my dad, and like I'm like,
did he try to get a picture of the license plate too? Like,
no, they 100% did, but like I at this point in losing my mom was like, I am next to my license plate, crouched down, like, oh yeah, get the good picture. Like I'm everything I'm doing is like. It doesn't make sense. I'm like literally I don't have anything in me, but I'm like, oh yeah, do I look fucking sexy? Like I'm out of it. I'm gone.
That's more accurate because Austin can be very petty in certain moments like that. Like
so I was posing next. I really wish I had that pic. I wonder if I sent them an email like, hey, you remember that crazy guy that like yelled at you like 4 years ago? You saw those pictures because they took a picture of me. They took a picture of my license plate. Like there was nothing. I guess the worst thing they could have said is my dad damaged the counter by slamming a sandwich on it. I don't know. I don't like think that. My dad is like strong, but like not like I'm big bodybuilder.
Yeah. By the way, so I found on Newsday. Oh my god, and Newsday is trying to get me to. I just saw it. I just wanted the date, but it looks like January 17th, 2018. Newsday's trying to get me to pay them to read an article. January 17th, 2018 is when they wrote it, so January 2018 is when they switched ownership, and it looked like end of 2017 is when they closed. I wish I could actually continue to read, but... So yeah. I'm trying to look, I was looking through Yelp and stuff. It's 3 stars on Yelp, which isn't awful, but, it was just a shame, because it was such a great... Like, it wasn't even just me and Austin, it was like our other friends, too. We loved that spot. Because now there's a few good places, but they're kind of a hike. Not terrible, but not ideal.
Other than, like, I'm pretty sure on the first episode we talked about Chubbs.
I always forget about Chubbs.
Chubbs is, on our first episode we talked about Chubbs. Chubbs is the place now. Like, that's like, it's close, it's good. It's a little pricey, it's a little expensive, but it's worth it. So you don't get, like, the three-headed monster that was cheap, good, and I said cheap. What is the other one I'm looking for? Close. That was the other one, but Chubbs is really good.
Yeah, and in contrast, Chubbs 4.4 on Google reviews, which is more standard.
4.4 is standard.
That's what you expect.
That's about a pretty good restaurant place.
Yeah, I mean...
Once you get if you get below, like, 3.5, you usually stop existing. You know? Like, it's not... Like, you usually don't... Like, that's how it works on Google reviews. You're not really going to see many under 3.5.
You really have to go... Like, even McDonald's is a 3.5.
Yeah.
Like, our local McDonald's, which is not even, like, a decent-looking McDonald's, is a 3.5. Because that's what you expect from that type of place. You know, not, like, an actual deli. Because that's the thing, too. Like we said, it's expensive. You walk in and, like, they did it all up all nice. Like, it's supposed to look like it's a nice spot you're going into.
Yeah.
So, it really is a shame. I haven't been there since the last time I think we went, in the time you wrote about in your review, because I have no reason to.
Yeah. I also can't go in there. I wonder if they recognize
I'm sure your picture's on the wall.
I want to walk in there and see. Like, hey, how you guys doing? Fuck you. Walk out.
Should we go and I'll go in as, like, special ops?
Yeah, dude. Tell me what it's like. Tell me if they still fuck up your order every single time.
I'll come with a picture of you and be like, do you know this man?
On our next food review, we're going through the entire place's menu.
We'll get a body cam.
Yeah.
Just sandwich shops you have a bad history with for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Subway is old reliable trash, but reliable trash.
Subway's decent. Like, I mean, I feel like Subway gets too much shit. It's not great. Like, it could definitely be worse. It's
because there's two. There's two in our town.
I'm trying to find the reviews for Subway just because I'm curious. This is direction. 4.5.
Yo,
come on.
Subway slaps.
That seems wrong, but that's what it is.
I love me occasionally Subway.
I really like Subway's fine. I mean, I do.
It's quick. It's easy.
Subway to me, I think I've told you this. Subway's like the same quality as if I went and got my own meat at the grocery store. And except it's better bread, which is why I like it. I mean, it's not like you're not getting, I should say probably store brand. You're not getting Boar's Head.
They're herb and cheese. Italian bread slaps.
We had this discussion. I had to explain because you kind of were telling me you felt like, what's the really difference? A sandwich is a sandwich. Because I said when it opens up, I want to go to Joey Rose's in the city, which Joe DeRosa is a comedian. If you don't know, I listen to a podcast he does, and he's opening up. He's always had a pop up in New York City sandwich shop, but he's opening a brick and mortar location. So I was telling him one day I wanted to go there because we've been talking about doing a trip to the city just to get food because we've done that once before, and we're just try a couple of food spots. And he had mentioned to me, he's like, he felt like a sandwich is a sandwich. So I was trying to explain to him that it's definitely not because he's not a big cold cut guy. As he was saying, he doesn't get cold cuts even when
I like chicken cutlet heroes.
Right, so I was trying to tell him if you go to the grocery store and get your own cold cuts, if you go to Subway, get your own cold cuts, and then even if you go from Subway to Jersey Mike's, you could there's a difference in quality, and so it does make a big difference.
To be fair, Jersey Mike's is so expensive.
Yeah, but it's a lot of food. I mean, if you get the giant, I think it's $18, and I can make 2 meals out of that. Easy. It's cut into 4s, and the giant is giant. They don't lie.
Yeah, but to me, at that point, just go to the deli. Go to Chubb's. Chubb's is closer though.
What's the price on Chubb's though? Because if I go to Chubb's, I'm not getting 2 meals out of that. I'm gonna be honest.
You can't. Really? You could eat that entire thing? I feel like that's way bigger.
I haven't been in a while. Do we have to go? Do we have to pause right now and go?
Go to Chubb's? Yeah.
Because it's good. It closes soon.
Yeah, they close in 10 minutes.
So we gotta run.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys later. I don't know. I don't think I'm eating half of a Chubb sandwich and putting it back for later.
Chubb's, I'm usually I eat the half and I'm full and I'm like, nah, I gotta finish it because I don't ever not finish. And then I'm like, I take 2 bites of the second half and that's way too much. I get the Penny Lane.
So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I haven't, because I definitely haven't had it in a while. But you have to remember also. You have to remember, I'm talking cold cuts too, though.
Yeah, you're talking cold cuts.
I'm not. The fried chicken and this and bacon. This is gonna fill you up quicker than cold cuts.
Yeah, that's fair. But to me, even I don't know. The price is just so incomparable. For if you're really spending $18 on cold cuts, it almost makes it worse to me because it's not cooked. They just get it that way.
Well.
Yeah, it is cooked, but they don't have to do anything to it.
I'm trying to find where would it be the let's see.
I don't think they actually have
They don't have that's the other issue. They don't have a normal cold.
No, I went there.
I feel like they do though. I feel like I've seen it on their menu.
Maybe.
I didn't get it because I've only gone a couple times.
I have gone there and just ordered because.
Yeah, here it is.
Oh.
Here we go.
Well, these are the staples.
$12. So yeah, I would probably get this: the ham capicola, pepperoni, Genoa, salami, provolone, roasted peppers. Yeah, the works. Yeah, this is what I would get. Oh, add fresh mozzarella for $2.50.
Yo.
Now I want to get a sandwich. Maybe I'm wrong then. I don't know. For me though, I'm just talking quality wise. There's a big difference between Subway and Jersey Mike's to me.
I think that's fair.
So I was trying to say that with cold cuts, there is a difference in quality where you get it, and honestly, Mike's and Subway are probably using the same quality meats. I should say. I think in my mind, what I think is the difference is that when you go to Jersey Mike's and you get a cold cut sandwich, they do it's a deli, put it on the slicer and cut it right there, and they cut what you're getting. And that alone, even if it's the same meat, that alone makes a difference.
Okay.
Because Subway, it's sitting there in those fucking metal bins.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Subway gets too much shit in my mind. It's not that bad.
I mean,
a sandwich is a fucking to an extent. A sandwich is a fucking sandwich.
It's classic, and their bread or. The sugary stuff.
Oh, that's right. They say it can't be called bread.
They say it can't be called bread because
and now
it's
their
got
tuna can't.
Too much sugar.
The tuna can't be called tuna.
Yeah. Yo.
What did they say? Did they say what it's just called? What do they want it to be called? Just tuna product now, or something?
Yeah,
stupid
something
like
that because of the percentage of tuna that's actually in it.
Which is insane. Because you would think tuna is pretty cheap, right? Tuna can't be an expensive. I don't really eat fish, so I don't know. But in my mind, tuna's a cheap fish. That's why the tuna's everywhere.
Isn't it like 8-ounce cans are like go on sale for $1?
Like $1? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so 8 ounces of tuna is worth about like $1. If you're buying it from a store wholesale, it's going to be cheaper.
Well, yeah, anything's going to be cheaper wholesale.
Yeah.
So yeah, with the Ireland Supreme Court has ruled Subway bread isn't actually bread, at least not legally. It's bread. Has too much sugar. Sugar makes up 10% of the weight of the flour. Yeah, that's a lot. Sugar? That's a lot. Yeah, it's 10% sugar.
I'm sure it's higher here too. Like you go to other like countries and like their stuff doesn't taste the same because they make it for them. Like it's like there's different taste buds, I guess.
What is this? In July, Subway launches website defending its tuna sandwich. Does it? And a test finds no tuna DNA. 0 tuna DNA in its tuna. In a class action lawsuit. That's from January. Or the article's from June, but it was in January. It's not tuna, but a mixture of various concoctions.
But if you cook it, you can't even get the DNA anyway?
You don't know.
I thought like once you cook it, you denature all of the DNA. And so therefore if it's already cooked, which it should be, you wouldn't get any DNA. It wouldn't be anything if you're doing a test that way. Unless there's a new test. That might be why. I don't know. There's a fact check.
Yeah,
Lack context.
I mean, because again, it was like a social media thing.
Yeah.
So, it's a new study failed to find tuna DNA inside of a Subway tuna sandwich. The claim comes amid an ongoing lawsuit that just tuna sandwiches do not contain tuna. New study defines... I'm trying to see... I don't know who did it is the issue, too. It says... A screenshot. Complex article headlined... A lab analysis was done to determine whether a Subway tuna sandwich contained tuna DNA. But I don't even know who did it is the other thing. It just says the lab test. The claim stems from a lab test, commissioned by the New York Times that reportedly detected no tuna DNA. But like you probably have a point there.
I'm pretty sure you can't find cow DNA in a steak if it's cooked.
I couldn't tell you that. I'm not.
Wow.
And then these websites are just jumping me around to other ones. The Times purchased them, removed the tuna, froze it, and shipped it to an unidentified commercial food testing lab. Through a $500 PCR test. They spent $500 to test tuna.
I respect it.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, nobody is...
They're saying it was too heavily processed.
Yeah. Oh, okay, here it is. Yeah.
I was right. Somewhat.
So I guess it's not impossible, but it would make it more difficult.
I literally said denatured, and it says, such as how tuna DNA becomes denatured once it's cooked, making it difficult to identify a fish's characteristics. Because that's why when you get a fever, your enzymes are getting denatured. That's why it's so bad for you to have a fever when you're sick, because your DNA is literally like, I am dying.
Is this your Subway has denied allegations that its sandwiches do not contain tuna, and a different lab test concluded the sandwiches do contain tuna. And this is a quote from Vice President of PR at Subway, Lori. DNA testing is simply not a reliable way to identify denatured proteins like Subway's tuna, which was cooked before it was tested. So yeah, there you go. You had a lot of merit to what you said. I don't really care about whether or not it's tuna. My issue is that it comes in a little silver packet and gets dumped into a bowl with a bunch of mayo and stirred together. That's just fucking disgusting to me if it's real tuna or not.
I'm never going to find seafood appetizing.
I could maybe get into some seafoods but I just... Something about taking a bunch of chopped up fish and just... dousing a gallon of mayo into it is disgusting.
You want to tell your story about what you thought of shellfish when you were a kid? Or why you stayed away from shellfish?
What do you mean?
Like the lies you told?
Oh, well, so it's true, and I've said this before, that if I want to try shellfish again, but I want to get an allergy test.
Okay.
Because when he was younger, my father loved lobster and crab and other shellfish. And then around the time he turned 15 or 16, because I think they say every 8 years your allergies change or something like that.
Something. He
just became deathly, because this usually doesn't happen to people, just randomly became deathly allergic to it. Like, if I took a fork, touched a piece of lobster, and then he ate with it, he would be going to the hospital. Like, that bad. So I used to use that as an excuse. I don't know how it started, but when I was out at a restaurant with, like, a grandmother or something, it was because you know how adults are. They like to try and tell kids all the time you have to try stuff. Even if you can say, I don't like it, I've had it, I don't like it. So I would always just say I was allergic. I don't know if I would directly say it or if I'd say my dad's allergic. But then it became a thing where, like, a bunch of people in my family actually thought I was allergic to shellfish for the longest time. Because we'd go to a restaurant, and I didn't want it. Which, that's always a weird thing that parents do. I don't want to do that with my kids when I have kids. Like, I don't understand that. Like, why can't you just let your kid eat what the kid wants to eat? I guess it's different if you're at home and you're making a family-cooked meal, but at that point now, if you're cooking something that you know your kid doesn't like, you're kind of being a dick.
Yeah, once you know, like, you probably should... Well, like, there's no reason to force it. Like, if you don't know, trying something, of course.
Trying something new, absolutely. Yeah. I still do that. I try and make my girlfriend try new stuff all the time, because she's just bad with
She's got the child taste buds?
Yeah, and she doesn't like trying new stuff all the time. Or sometimes she'll do, but she'll be, like, dramatic about it. But, yeah, trying something new is different, but, like... I don't understand going to a restaurant, like, getting something you know the kid don't like and like, force them to eat it. That's just dumb to me.
No.
So that's why
you're wasting your money.
It became a thing where I would tell people I was allergic to shellfish. When in reality, I just didn't like it. Because I had tried, it was mainly shrimp, lobster, and crab. He could actually eat baked clams. I don't know how that works. Because that's the one thing. I love baked clams.
I guess it was the difference between crustaceans and mollusks?
I guess so, yeah. Because I love a good baked clam with some lemon. I would like to try lobster again, and crab, and shrimp again. Something about, like a crab roll if it's done with the tuna. Not the tuna, the mayo.
I just gave...
Mayo's weird for me.
Oh. Mayo is kind of gross.
I don't like... Too much mayo is just... A very light layer of mayo on chicken sandwich, fine. And I do like a lot of things that contain mayo. Like, I really like fry sauce, which is mayo and ketchup mixed together.
Yeah, because ketchup takes over.
Yeah, and I like... pasta, I like macaroni salad, but the way me and my mom, I like it homemade the best because the way me and my mom make it, it's very light on the mayo. It's just enough to kind of give it the texture, but it's not like glob. Like, I'm not eating globs of mayo. I don't like a glob of mayo is maybe the most disgusting thing in the world.
That still grosses me
out. Like normal food wise.
I can't eat macaroni salad.
I like mac salad, but I prefer it the way me and my mom make it when we would do like family functions. And it would be very light, heavy on the salt and pepper and like basil and oregano. But like I don't think I could do a crab roll. I know some crab rolls they do poached in butter, which maybe that'd be better. But like I know some crab rolls are just chopped crab, stir a bunch of mayo into it, throw it on a roll, and that would, or not crab roll, sorry, lobster roll. Lobster.
A crab roll's a thing too.
But is it okay? Because I know.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking of crab cake.
Crab cake's a completely different animal. It's not even close. It's like, but yeah. I just mayo. That's why tuna salad is so disgusting. And it smells like cat food to me, dude.
Yeah,
That's
it looks like cat food.
Like, canned tuna is so gross to me. I don't think I could do tuna. But I want to try and get into some seafood.
I just like seeing food and eating it.
That's the seafood diet.
In the seafood diet.
That's different.
Yeah, no. Every time I tell people I don't like seafood, it's like they take it as a challenge. It's like, no.
Yeah, I know.
You need to give it another chance. And somehow, because I am passive, I fall victim to peer pressure. When I was in Delaware...
that's like crab seafood.
Yeah, like them in Maryland, because they're right next to each other, are really good for crab.
Yeah, you came back with crabs.
They're like... I did come back with crabs. Good stuff. But they were ordering appetizers at a restaurant we went to, and they got a crab pretzel. Like, it's just like...
they have that at...
Arugas.
A local spot by us.
Arugas is a chain.
True. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so they might know Arugas. But
I don't know why in my head I was thinking it was just a normal... It was like a sports bar.
But yeah. So they're like, dude, just try it. Like, they're like, when was the last time you had it? I was like, I don't know, probably 2 years ago. Because like, it feels like... It's not been 2 years before I had seafood, but it always feels like... Because there's something like, oh, try shrimp. Oh, no, try clam.
Something different.
Oh, no, try actual fish. And it, like, makes up the time in between, but it's been a time. I'm like, fine, I'll try crab. It's just gross. Like, it tastes like mush. And, like, I didn't really like it. It was just mush.
Yeah. I don't know. I like, I had family that loved, like, crab legs and stuff. They would, like, doing the whole crab leg thing with the fucking melted butter.
Uh-huh.
That's the other thing. I feel like it's not a great thing for me to like. I feel like it's almost good that I don't like it because it just seems like the way it's. I'm sure you could eat it in a healthy way, but the way I've always been around crab and lobster in particular, it just seems like one of the most unhealthy things I could do to myself. And I'm already not in great shape. I said earlier to you, I feel like this podcast is just going to slowly be a record of me getting in worse and worse shape because I have not been working out at all lately. Yeah, it's literally we would have these little ramekins, and they would take the freaking thing, crack open the leg, soak it in melted butter, and that's how my family. And I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Like,
nasty.
or it'd be like throwing a bunch of shrimp in pasta.
You know what fish I want to try?
What?
I unironically, the one last fish that I would still give a chance.
Shark. It's gonna be something like weird just because
It's gonna be weird, but lionfish. The lionfish is an asshole. Like it is just, it deserves to be eaten. As much as it's really cool looking, but like they're just giant assholes. They're invasive to almost everywhere now, and they keep crawling up the east coast of the United States, the northeast. They started kind of in Florida, then they started moving up. Now they're like off Carolina.
Oh.
And now there's reported like sightings off Long Island, and it's mostly probably driven by global warming, that the ocean's warming, so they could expand the horizons a little bit more north. But yeah, they don't have a natural predator because they're poisonous and nothing actually kills them. We are their biggest predator, and nothing is gonna stop them. Like I don't know if I said this. I was a big environmental guy in college. Like my degree is in environmental studies, and what I really wanted, I focused on a lot of invasive species. And what's funny is someone went on Shark Tank advocating the same exact thing, like eat more lionfish, and it didn't work. I don't think it's worked. But, like, there is now a thing in Bermuda, I think it was. Because I wrote a whole 17-page paper on invasive species that are going to be a problem in Long Island in the future. And that was one of them. But and I included that Shark Tank thing where people actually tried making us their predator. But the reason I bring that up, the sharkfish thing, too, the Shark Tank thing, and the lionfish thing, is what's really funny about lobsters. Lobsters used to be known as like the rat of the sea. Like they were gross.
Well, because they're literally bugs. I don't care if anyone tells me. Lobster and crab.
They were known
bugs.
as rats or bugs of the sea, and no one even touched them. They were so cheap. You could buy them. They were considered a poor man's food, which is crazy because now you think, oh, filet mignon and lobster tail. That's like the highest quality eating you could possibly get. And
surf and turf.
Yeah, surf and turf. So it's like anything could happen, and I would give lionfish a try just for the environmental reasons. I probably won't like it, but I'd give it a try.
So, a few things. First of all, global warming's a myth.
True.
I do know what this is. I knew it as zebrafish, which is another name for it. I'll throw a picture up on screen if I'm pointing at the computer over there. If I remember, which I should remember because I'm going to hear myself say this in editing.
Will you put it above my head?
Try, yeah, see if it'll fit there. It'll be right there. Yeah, perfect. There it is. Look at that little bitch.
Maybe this big. Maybe we'll make it bigger. There we go.
Making too much work for me.
Okay. Well, you can put it on one of those.
Okay, yeah, I knew it as a zebrafish.
Yeah, zebrafish works too.
But oh, they have 3 anal spines and 6 to 7 anal soft rays. A lot of anuses.
Hell yeah.
I guess not multiple anuses, but anyway, that's not what I wanted to read. That just popped up. Yeah, a lot of what he said they harm reef ecosystems. It's a top predator that competes for food in space with overfished native stocks such as snapper and grouper. Yeah,
when I say they're an asshole, like it's actually backed. I didn't really go into. I don't want to be too boring with it, but like they're just an asshole. It's like the best thing.
They have no known predators, reproduce all year, and a mature female releases roughly 2 million eggs a year. That's crazy.
If you guys could see the graph, I probably have it on my computer somewhere. Like their expansion upward has been insane. Like it's their breeding is just so much, and with no natural predators, there's nothing stopping them.
Yeah, if you can find that graph, send it to me after we finish here.
Yeah,
I'll throw that somewhere too. Yeah, try and find
the project
I did. It's funny too. It says again. What even website is this? Oh, okay. Well, this information coming at you from lionfish.co. So now I'm starting to think I might be reading propaganda. But according to the Lionfish website, eating lionfish is a healthier choice than most other fish. It's another fish that's commonly served along with it is wahoo fish. That's fun. Wahoo! They're higher in heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids, lower in saturated fats, and heavy metals such as mercury. Again, this is from lionfish.co, so it could be propaganda. I'm just trying to see if it's because you said it was poisonous.
It's
if
not,
it's prepared the wrong way, is it going to kill you?
Yes.
I mean, I guess any food you could say that, but this seems like...
Because there is another fish that's what's the Japanese fish? It's the Japanese puffer fish that's really poisonous that they have to really cut it up.
Well, that's a whole nother, yeah.
Perfect. But, they do a whole competition off the coast of Florida and Bermuda about who can kill the most lionfish, and, they cook them. They don't waste them. They don't, just kill them for fun. Even though, they are an asshole, it's still kind of fucked up to just kill something for fun. So they do actually cook it, and they promote, eating them, because they just destroy ecosystems. And I don't know if it's growing. I haven't really looked into it in a while.
That's what I was just trying to look at. I'm going to be honest with you. It looks like our best bet might be this fish market in Queens so far. Which is crazy because we live on an island.
It's not very popular.
We live on an island.
This is not something that is widespread, and it's also not. They don't. I said that they're getting to Long Island. They're not quite established here yet. I'm talking about we saw 3 or 4 at some times, and they really can't survive off the coast of Long Island yet because it's too cold. But they're making their way up as the ocean heats a little bit.
Maybe that's why. Because I don't even know if they have it for sure. It's just when I Googled lionfish near me, this fish market did come up.
Yeah.
But there were a couple places like in San Diego and stuff.
You would probably be more likely to find it in Florida. Florida is a good spot for probably finding lionfish, but that's not...
I would be down to try it if we can get our hands on some.
Yeah.
It's a cool looking fish. I was actually... Another thing I was seeing when I first was reading just its bullshit wiki or whatever, they were saying it's very common in even household tanks, funnily enough.
Yeah.
Because it is a cool looking fish. Again, I'll throw the picture up. But yeah, I knew zebrafish. I didn't realize they were the same fish.
Yeah, zebrafish, lionfish. Yeah. It's just because they have that mane.
Yeah, firefish, turkeyfish, butterfly cod. Oh, it's a type of cod?
Ornate butterfly cod.
I don't know if that's accurate, but it seems like it's a type of cod, actually.
They are edible, is the point.
I do want to try some fish. We should just try fish on the podcast one day.
Oh, God, absolutely not. I think I've run through all the ones that people told me are even worth eating.
What have you tried? I haven't tried almost any fish.
Bluefish, tilapia, cod, fluke, or flounder is probably the better way to call it. Salmon, tuna, shark.
Shark?
Yeah, I've tried shark.
I'm jealous. Lionfish are venomous, not poisonous, which means they deliver their toxin through needles. So you so you can't get the poison in it. Okay, so you have tried a good amount. I've never even had tilapia. I know my little brother loves tilapia.
You didn't go to... Did we go to the same elementary school? We did not.
No. We met in middle school.
So I remember where I tried tilapia. It was gross. We had a 5th grade fair about all the ocean, and everyone brought in an ocean-themed food or dessert. And that was there, and I tried it, and I was like, this shit sucks. So maybe I should... Tilapia is probably the oldest seafood
been so long.
That I should probably give it another try.
In my mind, that's the most... That's the most acceptable. They're going to know why you're laughing, because that's incredible. They will 100% know why you're laughing.
You got a favorite?
What the actual hell is this?
Fuck you, Thunder. You can suck my dick.
ThunderBuddy.com? What is this?
And it's not for a dog?
I don't know.
Why is this the first thing that comes up when you Google shark? What?
I Googled where to buy shark to see if we could eat shark on the podcast. And what you're seeing on your screen was the first thing that came up. Oh my god.
Why do they look like that on top of it? I
guess you pick your own picture to put a face on.
Baby shark, baby shark.
Dude, what is happening right now?
I feel like your Google is broken. What the fuck?
Oh my god, there's a pizza one. What is going... Oh my god.
Thunder Buddy, sponsor us.
No, honestly...
I will buy 4 of these if you sponsor us.
How do we... We need to start promoting this podcast. And get it... I'm thinking around 10 views an episode should be able to get the attention of Thunder Buddy.
Hell yeah. I will watch this episode 10 times.
We just need enough viewership where I want to be able to reach out to ThunderBuddy.com. I'm not kidding. I want one.
I want one of... You know what would be cool?
I want to put Elway in one.
If we got one for everyone that came on the podcast. Every single time someone came on the podcast new.
Okay, but we need a sponsorship, so I'm not spending... And these are on sale, $40 every time a guest comes.
Oh, yeah.
But, oh my god. Dude. This is incredible, guys. ThunderBuddy.com. Shout out. For free. That one's for free. This is the last free one you're getting. That's a lie. Honestly, I love this. This might come up again. This is incredible. I want one of these. This is insane. Oh my god, I need it. There's a sloth one. Dude. There's a fish one. What is happening?
How did we get here? Robert Frost said there's 2 paths, and this is the one we chose. I'm not sure I want to know what the path not taken looked like if this is what's on our path.
Oh my god, they have giant Thunder Buddies. They do have dog toys. Is that it? What was that one?
Oh my god, and then there's...
Guys.
Oh, can we put Richard on a Richard? We can put Richard on a Richard.
Guys. How long? Oh my god, no, we can't. It's $80. I've no joke, if it was one of the $40 ones, I was going to say, do you think it would get here in time?
Maybe they have a small one.
Oh, you're right, because...
Maybe, because they did have an eggplant.
They have a search function.
You might have to put the dots.
Oh, yeah, because it's...
Oh, no.
It came up. They do have a little one for how much? For $40. This is nuts. No pun intended. Guys.
Are they going to be able to see this?
I don't know if I should, because I'm genuinely thinking, no joke, will you split this with me?
I will.
Okay,
100%.
So we're going to buy it. So we found the best Thunder Buddy. I'm not going to put it up then. We will save it for you guys to see it the first time that it's in person on the podcast. Guys, ThunderBuddy.com, check it out. I googled where to buy shark, and by the way, these are ads, so you can't blame me. Okay. Under the ads, the first thing that came up is Shark Thunder Buddy from ThunderBuddy.com, and I love it.
Why is Best Buy a place to buy shark?
Why is Petco the place to buy shark?
You could probably get a sand shark from Petco.
Where to buy shark food, guys? I'm trying to find out because we could eat shark on the podcast. I mean, I'm saying that, but we probably can.
We're not trying to feed sharks. We're not trying to get gummy sharks.
Where to buy shark?
We want to actually buy
Where to
shark.
buy shark meat? Where to buy sweet shark meat to eat? Okay, $3.79. What? That can't be right. That's tuna. Oh, is it gonna be like tuna steak and stuff though? Because they call. Are we crazy? Can you not eat shark in New York? Is that one of those weird things where?
No.
Shark meat is consumed regularly in Iceland, Japan, Australia.
You're allowed to. You can't eat shark in Bermuda. Again, environmental studies. I did a whole thing on hammerhead sharks.
Do you think exoticmeatmarkets.com is a reliable website? What the fuck is this? No, that answered my question, guys. It's like a generic PNG of a 3D shark model.
What the fuck is a bluefoot chicken?
Alpaca meat? This can't be legit. I'm going to look into and find if this is a legit website, because it's $30 for a pound of shark meat. I have to know how to cook it, though, that means. Like, do you think it comes in fillets, or am I getting grounded? Dude, can I make a shark burger?
You're probably getting a steak.
That's what I would think, too, right?
When I had it, it was a steak. It was like a round, slab. And, admittedly, shark was the best seafood I ate. It was the best thing I had ever tried from the sea. I didn't like it still, but it was the closest to me wanting to eat it again as you could get.
I'm going to try and look into finding out if that's a legit website.
Maybe we could find lion shark on there, too.
I mean, I just want to look in general what they have, and then I'll... Was it not .com? I
not mackerel.
Wrong.
The exotic meat mackerel.
Because honestly...
Oh, I've had mackerel as well.
$30... Maybe, Oh my god, they have an exotic meat of the month club.
Holy...
Oh
Lord!
God. for 9 months of membership, but that still seems... I mean, I don't know how much you get.
Is it £1 every month? I guess that works
It gotta
out.
be more than £1, does it? 9 months? It was $30 for
£2.
It was $30 for £1, so that's $60 a month for 9 months. I guess some stuff's going to cost more than others, but that... Oh, it tells you what you're going to get. In January, it's alligator tenderloin.
Oh, this is not worth it at all.
No, it's not. Because it's not. It's one meat every month. That doesn't make sense.
Huh.
We get beaver. You like eating beaver?
I've never had beaver.
Okay. They have a whole burger list. Camel.
Japanese Wagyu. Oh
I know.
my god.
This website seems so sketch though. Dude, there's a sausage of the month club. You can eat all the animal sausages.
Mmm.
Guinea fowl. What is guinea fowl? I was thinking guinea pig. Oh, there is guinea pig meat.
Ew. Oh my god.
Oh my god! I gotta put this picture up on the thing. They picked the picture of the cutest guinea pig I've ever seen to be the picture that represents the guinea pig meat that you can buy.
Oh no!
It's so cute.
Is that supposed to make me want it? That makes me feel awful.
Yeah, because look, it's high in protein and low in fat and cholesterol. It's just similar to rabbit and the dark meat of chicken. You can fry it. It says right here, it says it can be served fried. Oh my god. And in urban restaurants, there's no way there's restaurants in America serving guinea pig. I hope I'm wrong, but there's no way.
I know they're like native to Colombia. So like the wild ones are in Colombia.
Oh yeah, I know. Peruvian city.
I just think of the South
how
Park
much
episode.
how much is guinea pig? It can't be expensive. Our price, $19.99 for the testicles. One set of testicles is
One dressed guinea pig.
What does it mean dressed? It's like comes in a suit.
Oh damn.
Dude, they picked literally pictures of the cutest guinea pig I've ever seen. Like this could either be exoticmeatmarket.com or Petco. I love that you can buy a set of testicles for $20. That's $10 of all.
I gotta remember that for punishments. Bro, that is double fucked up. Like, I don't know if I could do it. Like, there's something fucked up about eating a guinea pig. That's a pet.
Oh, here's one I've actually unironically wanted to try. Have you ever thought about it? Frog legs?
I have. I think Disney has them. Like, in Disney they have a...
Oh, I feel like I've heard that before.
Yeah, in Disney, I'm forgetting the name of the park, but one of the parks is, like, the world tour. And they have France. I'm pretty sure I saw it on the menu, but
I just don't like this. I don't like how you can see like where the veins were. And
how are those a pound?
It looks like legs.
You're getting a pound?
You get a pound for $20. Well, I don't know if it's literally just 2 sets. That's just a picture. I've thought about it in the past. It's like I wonder if frog legs taste like. I can't believe. Whoa, guys! Python meat's on here. I don't know if this is good content, by the way. Us scrolling through the computer looking at stuff, but I'm gonna try and put up as much pictures as I can and stuff. But you can get python. Python sausage with garlic and basil. This doesn't seem legal. Python with rabbit sausage. Python. Oh, just the fat. Oh yeah, it's expensive though. 16 ounces of just pure python meat is $120. That makes sense, but it seems illegal, doesn't it? Oh no. Oh god.
Is it gonna be a cute thing too? Well, that one's okay.
It's not as cute.
It's not as cute, but it's still a cute otter.
They have otter meat. It's not as... The guinea pig one is just wrong. It's like, it's gonna... Oh my god, you can get otter salami, dude. I love salami.
Ew, you could get donkey milk.
I want it. We found some great websites today. I'm glad to see. Aren't you glad I brought
This is definitely putting us on a list. This is like, hey, if you want to buy illegal meat...
Now my search history is fucked. Aren't you glad I said let's have the computer out? Donkey milk powder. Dude, punishments. And let me tell you, as the person who runs our fantasy
There's just a whole thing on testicles. A whole thing.
Oh, we'll look at that in a minute. As the person who runs our fantasy league, I'm in charge of punishments, and this makes me so happy that we found. I need to look into this. I hope this is a legit site. I'm gonna be heartbroken if this is like a scam site, or like I get arrested if I buy from this site. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see. Is there anything else that's like disturbing? Like how with the guinea pig? What's caiman?
It's a crocodile.
Oh, not what I would have. Okay.
They're native to Florida.
They have deer meat. I love deer. Deer's really good. You can buy bone marrow. What would be the purpose of that? Make soup?
Soup.
Deer soup.
Or for your dog, I guess. It's expensive for your dog, though.
Dove, duck. I like duck. Have you ever had duck?
Yes, duck is very good.
I like duck. Oh, can you get goat milk? Because they have goat meat.
I'm sure you get goat milk.
Well, from here, I mean, sorry. I know you can get goat milk.
Yeah.
Oh, hot dog section, huh? No. See, why does this sound illegal?
We've had kangaroo.
Oh, we had kangaroo at the firehouse thing we went to?
No, we had kangaroo when we went to the flea market and got kangaroo jerky. We had emu, kangaroo, and crocodile.
I don't know why. It just seems illegal to mail me kangaroo leg. Oh, God. It can't be a whole leg. Oh, it might be. It's expensive.
8 to 9 pounds.
If we get it with the bone, it kind of makes... it's making me a little nauseous, actually, thinking about having a kangaroo leg, bone and all on the... Ugh, for $180.
Brains.
Something about a kangaroo leg bothers me more than an animal's brains. My brains I can wrap my head around. Ground kangaroo, $400 for 10 pounds. Yeah. The prices make sense to me, at least. Like, I feel like some people look at that and be like, that's absurd, but to me, that if I'm getting like 10 pounds of fucking kangaroo meat, I should have paid a lot. Squirrel, ew. I lost where I was. So, I hope this is interesting content, because it could go either way. Opossum? What's opossum?
Possum.
It's just possum? That's what I thought. Mm-hmm. That sounds gamey. I figured it was possum, but I was hoping it wasn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's just how possum's spelled.
Wait, what? That's how it's... Wait, so that word is... possum's not the technical term, that's how it's spelled?
Mm-hmm.
I just learned how possum is spelled, and
yeah.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
I've never seen possum written.
Yep.
How? How is that possible? How is that possible?
English.
Organic. I think that's an organic section. Oh, God. Organs, brains, heart, liver, kidney, lungs.
Lungs for dog treats. Classic.
Partridge and pear tree. Peacock. Pet food. Ooh, I wouldn't buy pet food from here.
I want to see how many animals have testicles for sale.
Yeah, we'll look at that in a second. I want to see if there's anything else that upsets me. Reindeer. You know what I keep telling Katie I want to do one year? I want to do and I stole this idea from the podcast I listened to, but because he said he did it, and it's like I feel like it's an old like 1950s movie trope. But I want to do a Christmas goose one year.
A Christmas goose?
I feel like it's gonna be expensive because I feel like there's not a lot of meat on a goose. I have no basis for that, but in my head I feel like there's not probably a lot of. It's probably like duck where you don't get a lot of meat out of it, so it's probably gonna be expensive because I'll probably have to get a couple of them if other people come over.
Geese are jerks.
Geese are assholes, especially here. We have a lot of geese here, and they
deserve it.
They don't fuck around. They'll fuck with you too. They don't care. It's weird that you can get squirrel meat because again, much like the opossum, I picture squirrel meat to be like really gamey and not good. Oh, you're telling. Oh no.
It helps that it's really ugly.
It does. They have turtle meat, guys. Turtle sausage. So I can't use a straw, but I can make them into a sausage, and that's cool. I can get ground turtle meat for soup. It says for soup on the thing. Like snapping turtle eggs?
Frozen.
Oh, that seems wrong. I know I eat chicken's eggs, but that seems so wrong. You just stole the turtle's eggs. Aren't turtles like endangered? Like
I'm sure some of them are.
But so like, what's the big deal with the straws if I can just buy turtle meat from this website? You know? Is that not a good point? I think we're at the end of the yak.
I think it's more that they like die for a reason.
This is another one. It sounds...
What is an oryx?
I don't know, let's see. But it sounds illegal to me that I can buy zebra meat too. Oh, it's like a
antelope.
It's like, it's got the long horns. That doesn't look like it would taste good either. It's weird. Again, looking at the last thing, because it's in alphabetical order. Zebra, again, in my mind, seems like something that should be illegal for me to buy.
Oh, they did have lionfish.
Oh, did they? I didn't see it.
You went to the end of the meats. There was seafood section.
Oh, okay. We can look at that in a second. But it doesn't seem wrong you can buy a zebra steak. How much is a pound of zebra steak? It's got to be expensive.
It does feel wrong, a zebra. Like I'm pretty sure there's...
Zebra sounds illegal to me.
Game meat, including zebra meat, can be sold in the U.S. as long as the animal from which it was derived is not in the endangered species list.
I guess zebra. I didn't think they were endangered. Something about eating any animal that was featured in The Lion King seems like to be wrong. I feel like that's a good way. Like any like like, you know what I mean? Those types of animals seem wrong to me.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, where was it? Eel, ugani, lionfish, moonfish, parrotfish, seafood of the month, and shark meat. Oh yeah, that's right, we looked at the shark meat. So yeah, they sell lionfish on this website. I wonder how much it costs. Oof. One fish is $60.
And we'd have to, like, not prick ourselves with a needle, knowing me. Yeah,
it looks like it's unprepared, and that's the only way they offer it. It looks like, I mean, I don't know, the picture is just a full lionfish. Like, it's not meat, it's just straight up a lionfish. So I don't know if I'd feel comfortable doing that. I mean, I don't know if that's the truth, because I don't know if it still produces it when now that it's dead.
Yeah, I don't remember from when I looked at them what they do.
They have Kobe beef and Wagyu beef. What, isn't Kobe beef like where they just, like, they feed the freaking cows? There's one type of beef where it's literally just, they, like, feed the cows, like, really quality food, isn't it? And they give them, some type of alcohol. Am I making this up?
I don't know. I don't know much about beef.
It's banned in the U.S., is that true? I didn't think, that's not true, is it? I feel like I've seen it on menus. What? That's not true. Oh, in 2001. Oh, it's, okay.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure, I don't know. I just want to see what is Kobe beef, and I want to see what is Wagyu, because I thought one of them was like that. They give alcohol to the
marbling. That one's very expensive.
Well, Kobe beef is too, isn't it? But I thought one of them was like they give the cows like alcohol and shit. Kobe beef is Wagyu beef. Oh, okay. So now Kobe beef is Wagyu beef from the Tajima strain of Japanese black cattle raised in Japan's Hyogo Prefecture, according to rules set out by the Kobe Beef Marketing and Distribution Promotion Association. I can't speak. Comparative steak. It's not saying exactly what it is though, and I'm not gonna read the entire Wikipedia page to figure it out. But so Kobe beef is Wagyu beef, and Wagyu beef is. It's just a certain breed of cattle in Japan, I guess. Then. So I don't really know what they do for the cattle. I thought that was maybe I just said racism. I don't know. It's possible that was like some like racist stereotype joke that they do that with the cows. I don't know.
Rewatch last episode. Are we racist?
Yeah, that's the title of that one. That one I don't recommend going back to it.
Nice.
How long have we been going for? I feel like we've been going for too long.
About an hour.
Wow.
And that's without... I started the timer after we...
Yeah, this might be a long one. There is some Elway barks to edit out, but I don't think much. I think we talked over a couple of them, which was probably a mistake. This went off the rails quick. Do you have anything else you want to add? I mean, make it quick, because we really need to wrap this one up.
No, my promotion for the day was Lionfish, I think.
Oh, you shout out Lionfish?
I shout out Lionfish being eaten.
Shout out The Mummy, starring Brendan Fraser. Thanks for watching this episode of Podcast Untitled. We'll see you next time.
Fuck you, Thunder. You can suck my dick.